So people will only develop an anxiety disorder if another family member suffers from it. So do you think this is true or this is false? And for those of you that answered false, you're absolutely right. It is not only because another family member that has it, that's why you experience it. 40% of people have experienced persistent stress or excessive anxiety in their daily lives. Do you think this is true or this is false? Actually, it is true. And this is the reality and fact of life. To pinpoint 10 most common sources of anxiety, especially during this period, can I just ask you to kind of look through the list from 1 to 10, right? From working from home, meeting workplace expectations, maintaining personal relationships, managing staff, setting and meeting deadlines, participating in meetings, making presentations or public speaking at work, accepting promotions, meeting new people and traveling. If you were to look at this list of 10, which do you think is the most common source of anxiety? During this period of COVID environment, the most common things that we have gotten, right, as responses from calls that come in is actually working from home. Because all of us set our goals and targets, right? It's common in organizations to have their KPI setting at the start of the year and trying to meet their KPIs. Although we are in a very unusual business environment, but yet the targets and the KPIs didn't change. In fact, it kind of rolled over into the next quarter. With all these overwhelming expectations, they are still expected to deliver that while they are operating in a business unusual environment. So this actually caused a lot of stress to people. So it's important for us to, number one, understand it, for us to differentiate when is it a problem, when is it not a problem, and then to deal with it. And I want you to know, first of all, that anxiety is a natural response to stress, right? It is natural first. In our life, in fact, it has a very critical role because its function is to warn and to protect us from danger. That is the sole purpose of anxiety. Healthy anxiety is when we use it to protect ourselves and to avoid danger. So that is when anxiety is healthy. But it becomes unhealthy when it is persistent and it is paralyzing. That it cripples us from advancing forward. That it stops us and wears us down, that it makes us feel so deflated and it makes us feel so unmotivated that we just don't want to get out and to do something. There's no right, there's no wrong to things that help you to relax, but I just want to highlight 3 key things. And the first thing is that it must be easily accessible to you, that it is able to be done, on a regular basis. The second one is that you're able to frequently do it, that it's not just something that you can do in a long time. For example, some people find it relaxing to go on holidays, but how many holidays can you go in a year? Sometimes you may have the budget, but you may not have the leave, And right now, even we have the leave, we have the budget, but we can't fly. So these are the 3 things that I want to highlight, right? When we start to think about things that help us to relax, that it must be easily accessible, we can do it frequently and as many times as we want it. And the third thing is that it doesn't harm anyone, or anything. Once you have these 3 things that are checked, whatever that you find relaxing is useful for you.